All right, welcome back to the channel, everyone. How's everybody doing today? Weather was a little foggy this morning out this way, but taking a look at some Halo stuff. A little foggy out this way today, but we're here, we're upright, and we're helping some fellow divers out today. So we're headed to the Illuminate Front again today. I'm gonna switch things up just a little bit. As far as the build is concerned, we've been really having a lot of fun with the spear gun lately. And this Barrage has been really good for us lately. So we're gonna bring the Barrage, the gas mines, Supply Pack, and then instead of the spear gun, today we are gonna go with a longtime favorite, the Stalwart. And then let's see, our teammates have experimental infusion and the the health booster. So we're going to go ahead and take the ammo booster, since that's one of the next best to bring with on a mission like this, especially on level 10. So we have two teammates here. We're also bringing the Coyote, the Ultimatum, and gas grenades. With Supply Pack, it's just too good, right? Ultimatum, gas grenades, these high damage, high fire rate, high output weapons, and grenades for this crowd control are just really, really good with the Supply Pack. So we bring those two weapons with us today. All right, always maximum RPMs, right? That's just how I roll. But everybody's tastes are different. Cutting it a little close there on the teammate. A little scary right there. But luckily, our teammate gets away unscathed. I have a vendetta against many things in this game, one of which are those little purple canisters. They seem to blow you up from a mile away, so I shoot them on sight. Our teammate says thank you, so we just return the thank you. I think I told you guys this before, but I like to make doors, so yeah, that hasn't changed. So we made a door here, just to kind of take a different angle, different approach here, see what there is to see, get some information, and wouldn't you know it, some enemies spawn in. So we gotta get some information here. We know as soon as we engage these guys, they're gonna make a beeline for us and start shooting. So we get this Barrage in and going first, and then open fire. That way they will come straight through it. And then we use the Coyote to kind of help finish these flying overseers off. Alright, he's gone, done. Grenade rolling down the hill, which is nice. Take the Watcher. We see another one coming in here. Here we're making more doors. And so we're going to move in here and kind of start rotating around and taking on these objectives. Alright, so we're headed into the city. Just kind of getting reloaded, getting topped off, getting an idea of what's going on. We like to be cheeky and shoot things from a distance and test it, see if we get it. And we got it. Super salute! Rare sample. Yeah, and we pick up samples. I think it's one of those I can't not pick it up sometimes, but also most of the time folks need the samples. And I'm pretty sure that a couple of our teammates actually, by default, will need samples, because I think one of them is pretty low level. But I could be wrong. Either way, I tend to pick up samples. Take down another Watcher there. Again, options for doors. We really like to have all options available to us, as you can see, because they end up being on all sides of you. Now we get to see my favorite here, one of my favorites. I have many of them, and that's the Stalwart. Now the Stalwart is really, really good for an interesting little. I don't know if it's. I wouldn't call it a trick, or I don't know what you would call it. It's not really an aiming trick, but you can actually use the ADS mechanic in this game to help flick faster between targets. And you'll see me do it frequently here, where, especially with the Stalwart, like right there, you just saw me. I will ADS to get a little more security on my shot once I have it lined up, but then I will release the ADS or stop ADSing to then be able to flick really quickly to the next enemy and then ADS to lock in. So it's almost like you don't ADS for larger macro movements and then ADS for those really micro movements to kind of like marrow in a headshot or a limb shot or something else like that. All right, once again, making a door, loading up, reloading weapons, making sure we're topped off, headed to the next objective here. Okay, teammates getting it done. Throwing a couple grenades out there before we top off, because we know there's going to be overseers all over this. So we start picking them off from a distance. I really like that this scope with the Coyote. And then once you max level it, it's a laser beam. Yeah, it's just so good. We see that that overseer firing his little, oh gosh, I don't even know what you would call that, plasma cannon at us. We don't mind taking a hit or two from those. We don't tend to really worry too much about them. Because they tend to just hang back behind everything, so they're not hyper aggressive like the others, and so you can really just close the distance and take them out pretty quickly. Okay, let's start on this cognitive disruptor here. I might get annoyed and just switch to the Stalwart here soon. Yep, here we go. Hello, Stalwart, my old friend. Okay. Oh. That was close. Okay. Ah. So we're just prioritizing getting the objective done here because we are simply surrounded and we're gonna die. We're gonna die. I don't know how we got away with that. Oh. Sometimes you just can't supply glitch. Oh, okay. Hey. Oh, we're not out of the weeds yet. Ah! Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Gonna have to start shooting here soon. Oh my gosh. Okay. Alright. Trying to get some cover here. Alright, that was greedy. But we got the reload off here. Or we got the top off on supplies here. Alright, we're gonna start taking them on. Oof. Dove out of the way of that projectile. Okay. Alright, let's turn the lights off. Thank you. Next, turn the lights off. Alright, take the overseers out. Stalwart. Stalwart's great for just cleaning things up. There's so much ammo. And the fire rate is just excellent. So when in doubt, you can just unload with the Stalwart. Yep. You can tell when I get frustrated with the enemies jiggling around back and forth because I just pull the Stalwart out and unload on them because it's like, you know, if you're going to be fancy and dance around like that, I'm just going to unload on you. So, all right, taking down the last couple of enemies here from this cognitive disruptor, and then we're going to roll back in and finish it up. Very completionist of us. Normally we would just do something like this, right, where we just shoot these things from a distance, take down a couple of those overseers as they notice us, and then move on. But for some reason we decided we were gonna take them on. If I know me, I do the dramatic thing. All right, keeping those watchers under control, that's key. Teammates don't tend to like it when you just let them call in ship after drop ship after drop ship after drop ship. So I take care of the watchers as soon as I can rather than, you know, sitting around just fighting people the whole time. Because sometimes I will. I'll just attract them the whole time and just fight them in some corner of the map while my teammates get everything else done. Because it's just, you know, we just like to turn our brain off and kill stuff. Ultimatum. Flesh mobs, DPS checks. We usually stop and take care of those guys when we see them, just because we're going to have to deal with them at some point anyway. and I have fun with them, so we just stop and take care of them when we can. Oh, wasn't sure what happened there, but I thought I got hit by something. All right, some more samples. Oh, more flesh mobs. Ooh, nice little 8-piece there. Some boatless flying through the air. Whee. Okay. Let's throw down a barrage there. Another watcher. Taking him down. Hello. This is another, right there, right? These combinations, these synergies of this type of build here, if you like synergistic type builds, the Coyote with the gas, with these flesh mobs, like you can gas them to confuse them. You can switch to the Coyote, immolate, so get them to catch on fire, and then you could even switch to the Stalwart and just unload on them. Like it's a fun little like 3 combo, and they actually go down pretty quickly. If you want a little more, I guess, nuance or a little more synergy or challenge with your build, rather than just with the old, give them the old twofer like I'm about to. Oop, missed that one. There we go. We see the Stingray come through there. The thing with the Stingrays, guys, is like any weapon you have really in your hands, just shoot at it. If it's light pen, shoot underneath. If it's medium pen, shoot it wherever. Explosive, shoot it wherever. Just get shots on it, because eventually it will die, and it'll help your teammates out a ton. Okay, we've got watchers galore coming in here. I'm not paying attention to anything, including my ammo. But that's okay. We're all right with infinite ships coming in. The Stingray killed itself. I don't know. I mean, he's a hijacker. Maybe he's flying it around. Okay, so the ships are coming in here. We're going to toss some gas mines down towards one side. We're going to contain with the gas grenades, which they're really good at. We did just call in a barrage, but we got another one coming right back in. So the gas will help contain and get everything confused, and the barrage will either finish things off like you see here, and it can also not only take down the shields of these, the walkers, but it can also do some chip damage. That way you can just finish them off pretty quickly with an ultimatum or an anti-tank. And even medium pen type weapons. So it's super helpful for that. Because I know those walkers would be such a pain. Most of the shells are statics and smokes. That's important. Just 2 napalms in use. Alright, sounds good. So we got the Stalwart out here, and we're just kind of mopping things up. Let's make some more doors. This way, if this drop comes in and follows us, right, they'll be thinned out pretty well, and we should be able to deal with them very, very easily from there. All right, so we're rotating back to our teammates, keeping them busy, keeping the Illuminate busy here. Look at this guy, he's cute, hanging out over there by himself. Okay, overseer, go away. Yeah, you just level that Stalwart and unload on these guys. Get center of mass, and they'll go down. Perpetually behind because we're wearing heavy armor. We're just so chunky. We don't run as fast as everyone else. Although we could be stimming. Just sometimes we forget. Okay, so we'll start off with some gas here because there's a ton of voteless. We just saw more spawn in. So we're gonna, again, right, we're gonna take the fight because we know that our teammates are working on extraction. And so we're gonna start the fight out here, just to keep them safe. Because we can always kite back to our teammates if need be. Which is what we're gonna do. We're gonna start the process out here, and then we're gonna head back towards our teammates while actively managing it. Which It won't take long after watching me play for a little bit. I do enjoy starting fights and taking them on my own, and it's a ton of fun for me. Anyone else like that? It doesn't always work out, but it does most of the time. What? You know, I could start a conspiracy theory here. Does that count as a death? Sometimes I hear about Arrowhead going in and taking over enemies. That looked personal. He sniped my entire head off there. All right. Anybody else lie to themselves about things? What are you lying to yourself about today? Or is it just me? Okay, so we're back in here. We're astounded at the accuracy and efficiency with which the walker sniped our dome piece off. We should have turned left here instead of right. But of course, we like to do things the hard way, and we're going to go all the way around this rock to get our gear back. While we're being actively pursued. Oh, I think the shields take 1,500 damage, if I remember correctly. So my thought here is I am not gonna really pick the fight with the walker because the Coyote doesn't take the shield down fast enough for me. So I'm just gonna go back and get my stuff so that I can use both the Stalwart and the Ultimatum and have as many shots as I need to take it down if I need to. All right. Now we need to get back to our teammates here so that we can get out of here. Shuttle will be here soon. There's a drop coming in. As always, we deal with the flesh mobs when we see them. There's also a bunch of samples over here that we just saw. So we've still got a minute or so. So we'll clear this area out, likely gather the samples, and then have enough time to make it to extraction. Nice. Yeah, grab some rare samples. I want to say rares were probably the ones that took me the longest. Commons were pretty abound. But yeah, the rares I think were what took me the longest. Rares, commons, and then super samples I think just didn't take long at all to upgrade everything that required super samples. Yeah, the harvesters are the enemies that are one of the most painful for me. So we're hitting the joint here, just trying to set it on fire, do some damage, just put some shots on it. All right, teammate went down there. Gonna see if we can't. All right. So we're just gonna come here on this side and help them manage. So we threw some gas mines in, threw a barrage out that way. And then we're just gonna help manage. Nope. Not shoot our teammate. Okay, we're being very conservative here. Beautiful. Send out a shot from the Ultimatum. Not the best. It dies. I make sure it's dead. All right. So we got a watcher coming in here. No. Stop it. I think it's still too soon for them to call in another drop anyway, so... And then, of course... I mean, is that 3? Lucky stem. There's a harvester. And a watcher coming in, so they're hitting us from all sides here. So I'm triaging, prioritizing targets here. Want to slow them down, just in case we need to make a run for the shuttle. So I threw some gas in there, and we focus on these overseers. There's 3 or 4 of them back here. Load. And of course, wouldn't be complete without a stingray. Whew. That was close. Alright. Trying to take down some of these overseers. And then we see the stingrays circling. So we got our eye on it. We're just, oof. We're just trying to not survive here. Okay, get away with it again. Don't know how, but we did. Alright, teammate gets on the shuttle. A couple others are dead. Some fire to run through. Fire and flames. Right. We see these samples here, and we're like, oh, grab those up real quick. Whoop. Alright. GG's, teammates. Good game. One death there. I don't even know if you could count it as a death. Just kidding, just kidding. GG's, teammates. I'm just being dramatic here. Hope you guys had a good day today. Thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here, really. Give your pets some scratches for me. Give them some love. Make sure you tell your family you love them today, too. A couple of teammates didn't make it out, but that's all right. We did our best. Got some samples there, right? It's 14 samples, not bad, not bad. Which at 68, right? 14 samples, it's 14 more than he didn't have, so it's a win-win situation. All right, maybe those two didn't really need him. Helldiver probably has enough. He's probably maxed everything out, but Maywell could not have. But the 68 hijacker for sure needs them. So, all right, stats for the nerds time. Again, we try and prioritize as few deaths as possible. And I know people wonder sometimes, all your videos are no deaths. Do you ever die? Yeah, I die once every once in a while. So there you have it. All right, guys, do the thing if you feel so inclined, if you like the content. And, of course, have a good rest of the day.